I'm telling you I have an appointment. How do you want me to come now?
Mark is leaving today.
Fuck Mark.
What about Susu?
Fuck Susu.
Susu, come say hi.
Susu, bye. Send next in line.
Hello.
Mr. Ali, how are you? Please, take a seat.
Thank you.
How's everything?
Yeah, it's good. Going with the flow.
Nice to hear, nice to hear. So tell me, Mr. Ali, how can I help?
Yeah, so...
It's the wife. Just give me a second, please.
Of course, take your time.
Hey, babe. Can I please call you later? I'm with a patient right now. Okay. Okay, bye. Bye. Say hi to Susu. Sorry about that, Mr. Ali. You can go ahead.
Yeah, so I was saying, I'm new to Canada.
Legally?
Since I came, I have this fear of dogs. Like, I know it's weird, but I have this fear of dogs. What's wrong with you, man? Doctor, what is this?
Hey! Show some respect. Sorry about that, Mr. Ali. You can go ahead.
That's it, like, even the friendly ones, I just can't get used to them.
No. I totally get you. And this is actually known in psychology.
Actually?
Yes. It's called FOEDD. Fear of even friendly dogs disorder. But unfortunately, the only way to overcome it is to face it.
No, doctor, please no. Please no.
Mr. Ali, calm
Doctor,
down.
no, please no.
I'm gonna raise the volume.
No.
Yes,
Turn it off.
yes, please no. Doctor, calm down, Mr. Ali.
Oh, no.
Mr. Ali, I need you to Mr. Ali? Welcome back. Imagine walking to a mental hospital completely fine and still being labeled as mentally ill. This is exactly what happened in 1972 when a psychiatrist named David Rosenhan conducted an experiment that, in my opinion, is one of the craziest experiments ever. He wanted to see how accurate psychiatric diagnoses were and whether professionals could actually distinguish between someone who was insane and someone pretending. So him and 7 of his colleagues walked into different mental hospitals across the US, claiming only one thing: we are hearing strange voices. Other than that, they acted completely normal. Calm conversations, no weird behavior, life is good. And you know what the hospital said? They said, yeah, these are common symptoms of schizophrenia. What schizophrenia? Educated, healthy people instantly labeled as insane just because they say they are hearing voices? Like, excuse me, where are the evidence? Not only that, they locked them inside. They said, yeah, here's your medication, you have to take it until you are fine, then maybe you can leave. But of course, they weren't taking it because they know it's bullshit. Anyway, after a couple of weeks, they went to the doctors. They said, thank you for your service. Thank you for your help. We feel a lot better. We think like we can leave. And you know what the doctors said? They said, no, you can't leave. What do you mean we can't leave? We're telling you are fine and everything. No more strange voices. We're good. They said, no, you are still sick. Here's another pill. Go back inside. So they literally locked them inside. And what's more shocking is the real patients, like the one who are actually sick, not the ones who are doing the research, but the real patients suspected that these people are not mentally ill. They would tell them things like, you are not mentally ill, you are a professor or a journalist, which is scary. You can fool a psychiatrist, but not the guy in the corner screaming at the wall. Anyway, they kept them locked in for 2 months. And the only way the hospital would let them out is by forcing them to say or sign that, yeah, we agree we are mentally ill and this hospital made us feel a lot better. And as soon as they got out, they repeated the same experiment with 12 different hospitals, both public and expensive private hospitals, and they all labeled them as mentally ill. And after all this is finally over, Dr. Rosenhan published his findings under the title Being Sane in Insane Places, and concluded that the modern psychiatric doctors have no real evidence to say that this person is mentally ill or not. So basically he's saying doctors don't know what the fuck they're talking about, even though he's a psychiatric himself, but he's kinda honest. Not so long after, these findings sent shockwaves through the medical community, exposing cracks they could no longer hide. And people started asking questions. How did they keep perfectly healthy people inside, and how many more we don't even know about? All these questions ended up putting the hospitals in a very hard position, until one of the hospitals took it personally and told Dr. Rosenhan, what, you think you are very smart, making researchers and everything? We challenge you to bring more fake patients to our hospital and we will collect them for you one by one. Dr. Rosenhan also took it personally and said, okay, Within the next couple weeks, I will be sending you fake patients and send them back to me if you can. Show me what you got. And after a while, the hospital ended up sending 41 people. They said, here you go, Dr. Rosie. Here are your people. Take them and go do your research somewhere else. And you know what he replied? Listen to this knockout from Rosenhan. He said, I didn't even send anyone. And until this day, after 53 years, Rosenhan's experiment still stands out as one of the most brutal wake-up calls in the history of psychiatry. Dr. Rosenhan, if you are watching this video, hats off to you and to Dr. Thomas C. whatever his last name is. Now you're probably wondering, who's that guy? Where did he come from? Dr. Thomas is the author of the book The Myth of Mental Illness. Now obviously he's not talking about major conditions like Down syndrome or brain injuries. Those are real physical disorders with clear biological causes. But what he argued is, for something to truly be called a disease, you have to be able to point to some kind of physical damage in the body, like something you could actually see in an x-ray or a blood test or even a microscope. But if there isn't that kind of evidence, then what exactly are we talking about? If someone passes away, a doctor can come, look at the body, and tell you if they had heart problem or brain tumor or liver disease. But no doctor can open a body and say, yeah, I see depression and there is bipolar disorder with a little bit of anxiety. No one can do that. Instead, Thomas thought a lot of what we call mental illness is really about problems in living things, like sadness, stress, fear, or even behavior society doesn't like. But over time, doctors started giving those struggles medical names, as if they were diseases you could catch or cure with a pill. Someone is sad, oh, he has major depressive disorder. Someone is worried, oh, he has generalized anxiety disorder. Someone is shy, social anxiety disorder. To him and me, that was dangerous, because once you label someone as sick, it's easier to take away their freedom, like locking them in a hospital or forcing treatment, when maybe what they really need is understanding, support, or a different way of handling life. So basically, he wasn't denying that people suffer. He just didn't think calling it a medical illness was the right way to deal with it. He wanted us to see these issues as part of the human experience, not as a broken brain that needs to be fixed. Now, we can't deny that there are people with broken brains, like people who doesn't like Messi, but we'll talk more about that in the next videos, so make sure I see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and easy.